have been in that number one spot here through the first 2 weekends of the pitching order. How do you like that?
I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I mean, get my job done the first day and then relax the last two and just cheer on my team, get to watch them play, and be the energy guy in the dugout. So it's been pretty nice so far. That
first outing, though, that first inning, though, was a little bit rough, but you bounced back so strongly. I'm going to tell you the truth. When I heard that, 4 runs you gave up in the first inning, would have never thought you made it into the 7th inning.
Yep.
What turned around in that game for you?
Just my mindset. I think in the first inning, just coming out, trying to set the tone for the weekend and really the whole year, I kind of was pressing a little too much, just worried about getting the job done. Right. And even in years past, I think the first inning for me has really been kind of a struggle, getting those 3 outs and getting giving up no runs. So just completely different mindset come from the first inning to the next 5 or 6. So,
right. Brendan, are you one of those guys that maybe is overly pumped up the first inning?
My hype zone, which is what we talk about at Jewel Baseball, is on a scale of 1 to 10, probably an 8 or 9.
Oh, okay.
I'm very energetic, and I have a lot of energy out on the mound. So.
Tendency to maybe overthrow early?
Not necessarily overthrow. I don't know what it is about the first inning. The first inning's always been one of my biggest problems.
Right. You're a redshirt junior, correct? And the reason you're a redshirt is because you had arm problems early on. Can you tell us about the surgery and what it was like to bounce back?
So I had Tommy John the end of my freshman year, very last game of the summer ball. I tore it. Actually throwing against one of our Jewel guys in a summer ball game. So that happened, and then a couple weeks later, usually doesn't happen that fast, I got surgery and just knew I was coming back, not playing the whole year, and just had the time to rehab. It's not easy going out every day and knowing you're not going to get to play, but I mean, having that extra year, having the guys around me, just being here has really helped me get through that and overcome the surgery and everything, especially coming after freshman year and having a decent freshman year, coming in knowing that I had a good chance of pitching a lot sophomore year. So,
how has that changed you? What personally?
Personally, it has made me a lot more patient. I wasn't necessarily the most patient guy in the world, but just having a lot more patience and having to watch and learn the game from a different perspective instead of actually being on the field, sitting back and having to watch everyone and watch the game from a different view. It's really helped me understand the game a lot more.
How has the Tommy John changed you as a pitcher, if it has?
I think as a pitcher, it really has changed me in a way of, I think my arm motion is completely different. I think I was more over the top before Tommy John, and now I'm more 3/4. But other than that, I don't think it's really changed much else. I mean, my tempo is still the same. I still like to work fast. I mean, everything else is really, my mindset's kind of stayed the same. So.
Working fast. It's interesting you brought that up because that's been something for Jewel pitchers through the years, and this is my 11th year, that seems to make the difference. Guy works slowly, things don't go as well. Do you work on that a lot? I mean, do you talk about it a lot?
We talk about tempo quite a bit. I mean, I'm probably the most up-tempo guy on our team, and there's a difference between working fast and tempo. Tempo is just kind of like keeping your defense in what they want, paying attention and not being so laid back. Mm-hmm. And then there's guys that work fast. That's just when people get out of control. But we want guys at Jewel to have a good tempo, keep our defense there, keep the game rolling along, keep our hitters, get back in the dugout as fast as we can, get the hitters to get back on the stick.
Right.
So.
Well, it's interesting. I hadn't thought about the difference between the two, but yeah, I can see that. If you would, tell us about where you're from and about your family.
I'm from Hallsville, Missouri. This is where both of my parents grew up. They met in high school, Monty and Tammy Beatty. My mom works at Mizzou in the engineering department, and my dad works at a company called Rybacks in Columbia as well. Pretty small town, about 1,100 people. I have a younger brother that goes to Hallsville as well. He's a junior. So, yeah, everybody asks where I'm from, and I give them the Columbia area because
I had never heard of Hallsville
because
before.
Hallsville is quite a small town. But yes, my parents grew up there, and so did I. And actually, cool story. My dad played high school baseball for the same high school coach that I did.
Is that right?
That is right.
Wow. You play other sports in high school? Were you
I
good
played
athlete?
basketball. I played basketball. I was in the 1,000-point club in the basketball.
No kidding.
Yeah.
A guard?
Yes, I was
Did you
a guard.
push the tempo in basketball?
I like to. My team didn't like that very much, but yeah, I like to.
I can imagine. All right, your degree area is what?
I am actually here, Jewel. I am a mathematics degree and a minor in physics and business.
Okay.
And then I will go to grad school for some type of engineering when I get done.
All right. Any particular kind that really interests you at this point?
Chances are it's going to be civil engineering, but I don't really have a particular one just set yet. I mean, with the whole year coming up still, so.
Ready for an unfair question?
Sure.
Just 2 weekends in, this is the third weekend of your season. How good is this team going to be?
Oh, this team will be very good. I watched them. Honestly, the first weekend at Cameron, going back to last year, we went down there and got beat pretty bad. But watching them, even though we got beat all 3 games down there, they look like they were mid-season form. So I think we will be very good by the end of the year, and we will be very dangerous. So the GLVC needs to keep their eyes on us.
Very good. Brendan, thank you. And we'll be back with more in a moment.